Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Outside Bet, episode 7. We could call it the cold one. Well, we were up 6% yesterday, and there's a bet on tonight's Women's Champions League at the end of this video. So you asked, and we delivered. Please like and subscribe and comment on the YouTube channel, and leave us a 5-star review if you're listening on the audio version. It makes the world of difference to us. It costs nothing to you. And please remember that all the bets we give you are free of charge. They're on YouTube, and they don't cost anything. Yesterday was another amazing day for the bank and really good for the private WhatsApp members. And we haven't discovered yet the yesterday's predictions and bets on Brazil or on other aspects of football that we put on yesterday's video have come true because they're all tonight's games. The World Cup qualifiers last night were amazing. Well done to Scotland. It was ridiculous, wasn't it? We've done a whole separate video on the Talking Points, Football Talking Points channel, because I think we were wrong. In the past, we've poo-pooed international breaks. We've disregarded FIFA making money by expanding the World Cup. But actually, we're completely wrong on this. The most important thing is that more people get to the biggest football party every year. We had, as a result of last night's result, to give you a little insight into last night's results, as you know, I don't script this and I don't rewind it and edit it. I have had to hold my notes today because it's so damn windy and cold. But normally, whose idea was it to do an outside podcast day? But anyway, we had, as we discussed in yesterday's videos, we had very small wins on Austria and Bulgaria games having first half goals. Both came in. One of our other bets was flat, which is fine. And we had a full-size winner on the Belarus-Greece game having low goals. It was a 0-0 draw, but we thought it'd be a 1-0 or lower. And if we get one winning bet, then we're up 5%. And so as a result of all the small bets, we were up 7%, 7%. And what do you want in one day? If you can return 5% a day for the whole year, you're a millionaire, won't you? We've reviewed the Brazilian slate for Thursday, and there are no big bets, but I know you guys like the leans, and I know some of you follow them in accumulators, you follow them in all the other bits. We give out all the leans and all the precise scores to our patrons, and we give out all the bets we make as we go along to our WhatsApp members. So I won't give them all out on here, but to give you a run through of some of the leans in Brazil, which I know some of you like, and it's free, and I know not everyone has money to pay for services. We've got leans for the unders in the Juventude game tonight, or Thursday night, and the overs in the Corinthians game. So that's 2 goals. And then in the outright markets, or in the Asian handicap supremacy markets, whichever way you look at it, we've got value in the Fortaleza, the Corinthians, and the Sierra games. These are not firm bets, remember. These are just trades that we've got some on or some off, and we've made some bets. If you want to know more about how we bet, we've done an evergreen video on how we select bets. We've done an evergreen video on how you protect your bank, and so both of those are super important. As we've been given a load of requests to cover the European Women's Champions League, which starts tonight, we've had a look at those games, and I've got a bunch of data on it. But if you want to look at some leans and some trades in the first instance, first half goals in the Arsenal game has come up strong. It should be a very high scoring game. Anyway, they're playing Real Madrid, they're strong favourites. Arsenal's possession game and Real Madrid's attempt to counter on the break should be a perfect mix and match. So there should be lots of high volume shots, especially at the start, especially early in the first half. And we've come up with a betting strategy in that game to bet on there being more than half a goal in the first half and to use the profit from that coming in to bet on there being more than 1.5 goals in the first half. So we're sort of break even if there's 1 goal, win if there's 2 type of betting. But again, that's for our members. But if you want the leans or you want the things, that's a good clue as to how we act. The Wolfsburg-Man United game is probably the most interesting angle for the game. And Wolfsburg's a very good side in women's football. They run a high line and fast attacking press. And United like to attack on the break. And if you think about it, those 2 things will counteract each other. And we will be left in a situation where if Man United can get enough turnovers, can turn the ball over quickly and press and attack high on the break, then they should be able to beat the press. If Man United don't get those turnovers, then the press will fail. And Wolfsburg's press will kick in. They'll turn the ball over in the Man United half, and then they will create the higher shot volume. So if you're looking at the game and you're wondering if it's 0-0, who's on top, who's not on top, look at the number of turnovers, look at who's winning them. So you can probably get them on FootMob or SofaScore and get some stats. or watch the game with the eye test and see if, when there's a turnover, what happens. So if Man United receive the ball and can suddenly break, winner. If Wolfsburg receive the ball and Man United can't get near them, loser. And likewise, if Man United win the ball but the Wolfsburg press is so quick that they lose it again straight after, then Wolfsburg will dominate. They are a very, very good side. So in order to keep the video crunchy, because we've already recorded the video for the football talking points section of the website, we all know that you came here just for the big bet. And if we're going to timestamp the big bet, which we know you like to do, so I can put it in the description of the video so you can jump to it next time, the big bet is timed at 5 minutes 45 seconds. That means you can just jump to 5 minutes 45 seconds to receive the big bet. If you have just done that, if you've read the description, jump to now, and you're listening to this from the start, can I reiterate that we need you to subscribe, we need you to like the video, we need you to put the bell icon on YouTube so you don't miss another video. We would love some comments, some questions, and some thoughts. And if you're listening on the audio podcast and you've scanned forward, please give us a 5-star review because it makes the world of difference. But anyway, on to our big bet of the day. And not surprisingly, having just discussed it in the main podcast, the game is the Wolfsburg Man United game. Now, our bookmakers over here in England are a little bit biased. And they have scored it like it's a men's game, away game. So they've given Man United and Wolfsburg roughly the same chance of winning. Like it's almost men's football, like it's almost, I don't know, it's lazy. Because Man United are not as good as Wolfsburg. And Wolfsburg are at home in Germany. The Asian handicap market that we've looked at is an Asian handicap of 0. That is effectively the draw no bet market. Remember how it works with an Asian handicap of 0. If I bet £10, say it was evens, if I bet £10 on event A to happen, I would win £10 if event A happened. I would lose £10 if event B happened. But if there was a draw, I'd get my stake back. So it's effectively a draw no bet market. In this case, I would make Wolfsburg the favourites for the game outright. I mean, I literally do make the favourites for the game. And if you can get evens on draw no bet home team in a Champions League game, then you are in a very strong position if you like that home team. If I look at the various bookmakers in the UK and 10bet came up, I mean, there's loads of bookmakers who've got the same prices, and we are not affiliated to any bookmaker, so I'd like to reiterate, we do not get paid for this. You can get just under evens on Wolfsburg to win, draw no bet, or Asian handicap of 0. So that's the bet for tonight, because as you know, we only ever bet on evens. Remember the other way round. If you want to bet on some more outsiders, then make up a bet builder, make up accumulators, make up anything else, but realise straight away that the value will be on Wolfsburg. So if you find something that's got Wolfsburg in it, you will get value, whether it's a bet builder with loads of things for Wolfsburg, whether it's an accumulator with just Wolfsburg as a leg, all of it will be implied value because it's all based off the same market. So that just remains to say goodbye, good luck, and good luck tonight. It's freezing here. It snowed in the morning. It was sunny yesterday in the videos, and it's freezing. So I'm going to go into the pub. I'm going to get a pint of Guinness and a red wine, and then I'm going to settle down and watch the Women's Champions League tonight, which I'm really excited about. So have a good day all, and I'll see you tomorrow, because tomorrow is the start of the weekend. Tomorrow we'll start looking at the Friday night bets for the first time, and we'll start seeing some bets in the international break. Will finally be over. So good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow.